the concept of moral theology. That's his expertise.
Bishop DiMarzio talking about Benedict XVI after the retired pope published a major essay describing some of the root causes of the global sex abuse troubles facing the church. Media critics have tried to twist Benedict's words to set up a conflict between him and Pope Francis. Bishop DiMarzio insists Benedict's writing points to the sexual revolution of the 60s and a post-Vatican II collapse in Catholic moral theology that are part of a larger picture.
It's very clear what he said, that this contributed to the problem, that this is why, if you want to look for one of the reasons, he did not say that was the whole problem. And unfortunately, some of the media is contradicting or at least juxtaposing his position to that of Francis, and they really are not contradictory at all.
Since his resignation in 2013, Benedict has rarely left his monastery. In his farewell address, he promised to stay hidden from the world. The former pope broke his silence on major church affairs with the essay. He made two crucial points about the origin of the church's problems. Quote, "The matter begins with the state-prescribed and supported introduction of children and youths into the nature of sexuality, and Catholic moral theology suffered a collapse that rendered the church defenseless against these changes in society." Benedict did get Francis's permission before publishing the 11-page essay, which shows the deep respect both share for each other. Bishop DiMarzio explains there's no argument between them. They are highlighting different parts of the issue, and Benedict took his cue for the essay from the worldwide summit Francis organized for the protection of minors.
This is a complicated issue, complicated social issue, complicated issue in the church. You have to look at everything and think about everything. And this is just a thoughtful piece from theology, where that's his forte, that he's trying to help us understand what happened in the past.
Bishop DiMarzio was a consultant to the acclaimed John Jay College study that found the majority of clergy abusers, 70%, were ordained prior to the 1970s, and he links that to what Benedict has written.
He was concentrating on the moral teaching of the church and society at the same time. That very same point was brought out in the John Jay study, because you had to see this in context. The context was a time of the 60s and 70s when morality took a little bit of a dip in our country, and even the teaching of morality had some difficulties.
Bishop DiMarzio describes Benedict's essay as a very good analysis, and that the former pope and the current one know that a return to God will overcome the abuse crisis. In Windsor Terrace, Emily Druby, Currents News.